find things that pair well with the rum.
Okay.
So like, let's make maybe 2 custom pizzas. We got 2 custom rum cocktails. See how they pair up. Obviously, you talk about making the pizza. Maybe go downstairs, check out the operations of the kitchen.
Yeah. I have my guy downstairs. He's actually mixing some dough. He's baking up some sourdough bread, and he's portioning everything. So it's a good time to be in the shop. Like, so we got a lot going on.
I'll ask you like some key questions. The same questions you probably answered already a million times.
Yep.
But like, I'll introduce you. So I'll say, hey, this is Sammy. We have a Guyanese rum
And Venezuelan.
and a Venezuelan rum.
What's the Venezuelan rum? Is
Diplomatico.
Okay, cool. I know they're known for their rums in Venezuela, so I'm excited to try that.
Yeah.
Good.
So like, those are like we were trying to find something Colombian. And the only thing I could really think of that was like distinctly Colombian is like aguardiente.
Yeah, but
That's
a little.
That's like
that's a little. That's a different.
yeah, that's like a whole other lane.
It was just like Colombian. I was like, I know where this is going.
Right? But when we covered Brazil, we did a
Cachaça?
So like we had the blonde, which isn't necessarily a rum, but it's rum adjacent. Like
Yeah,
kinda
it's
close.
like around the same alley.
Yeah, so I figured maybe we can do some Caribbean flavors on the pizza.
Okay.
Depending on what you have to work with.
Yep.
We're not gonna pineapple the pizza,
Okay.
but if it's appropriate.
For rum, it actually works out.
Yeah.
So when we first opened up, that was the one pie I didn't want. I don't like Hawaiian. But around this area, there's a lot of Hispanics. So everybody will come in, it's either pepperoni or Hawaiian. So after a while, I had to put it on the menu. Because, one thing is what you really want to do, another thing is what the customers are coming in for. So we put the Hawaiian back on, but I did a little spin to it. So I make like my own hot honey, like a chili infused hot honey. So we drizzle it on top. So we always ask the customers if they'd like it on top or on the side. So that a little bit of that hot honey, I think would also go well with the rum. And then we have these Detroits, these squares that are cheese all the way to the edge. We're doing like a carbonara one.
Favorite.
The Detroit style?
My personal favorite. So
And it's got some cured bacon.
and I brought my sauce. This is my sauce.
This
I
is the
created.
boss sauce.
Yes, I brought a bottle for you, but I got a bottle for us to shoot with too. So you can.
So this is like.
And then another friend, like we always plug in all everybody. This is one of my other friends that created
they
this.
did a hot honey too.
So they did
okay.
a hot honey. I brought the regular hot honey. The other one I
some parmesan there,
So
some crispy bacon.
have you noticed an richness of that cheese?
I think that could work with rum.
daiquiri. Yep. Without a doubt. Yep. And I got.
Do that square.
And then you want me to do like one of the. So I have the 18-inch pies, and then I also have the 12. If you want to try like different pies, I could do a few 12. We could do the Hawaiian, which would be the bacon, pineapple, ham, and then we could drizzle mozzarella, and then we do our garden basil. So if you see around, I got a few different basil plants.
Yeah, like that. It's
so
like
we
the
pick
more
that right on.
Neapolitan stuff. Yeah, that's.
And then
I'm
we
with
do a
that.
little bit of a garlic oil.
Let's do the 3. We'll do the 2 12-inch. So we'll do the Hawaiian. We'll do
The carbonara, the Hawaiian, and the margarita.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want me to just like do one at a time so they're coming out like hot, or do you want all 3 at the same time?
let's get you.
I feel like I'd wanna.
We call it elements because we're trying to put an emphasis on every element that goes into a pizza. So obviously the first piece is the dough.
Yep.
Dough has to be sourdough.
It's the foundation.
We have to use flour that's unbleached and unbromated. I don't know if you guys know this, but here in America, bleaching and bromating flour is a big deal.
Yes.
What does that do? It extends the shelf life, but at the same time, you take out a lot of the nutrients. Yeah. So you get this beautiful white flour, but at the end of the day, it's like almost
No
eating.
nutritional value.
Exactly. You're not
eating
getting
dust.
anything out of it. You're eating pretty
dust.
much dust.
Yeah.
So first of all, we need to use the best type of flour, and we use domestic flour, King Arthur, because why get it from Italy or from France if we have good flour here, right? So we use unbleached, unbromated, and then we add sourdough to it. Next step, cheese. We do a blend of 3 different cheeses, 2 of them Wisconsin, and 1 of them is a fresh mozzarella, which we stretch in house. Yeah, so we add like a small percentage of each to our pies, and then we finish it with a little bit of pepper, and then obviously the sauce. Big New York focus on sauce. It's got to be super rich. It's got to be very sweet. It's got to be super something called Stanislaus. No sugar, and the most beautiful thing about it is when you open up the can, all the tomatoes are completely red.
So you can see if they're whole.
There's whole and they're ripe. So a lot of times you open up a can of tomatoes and maybe where the stem is, it's a little green or like orange. That means it wasn't fully ripe. That's when you gotta add the tomato paste. You gotta add the sugar.
So
it's not
attention to detail is even going down to
all the way down to the tomato. Every element that makes a pizza. So what are you gonna drink with a pizza? You gotta have nice beer. We have obviously the Northeastern beers, the craft beers that we have here that we're pushing forward.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather promote the guy that's down the block than Budweiser or Corona. So that's like every single element that goes into a pizza. And then obviously we incorporate the family.
That's right, absolutely. You'll see
Yeah, we got
our
our
Chris
kid- our
Leche
kid.
episode. We have him and his daughter that do pretty much the whole show. So we have the kids around. You know, our whole thing is like, we're dads. This is real life. This is what we do.
Yeah.
So ironically, check this out. These two are pandemic babies.
Oh, yeah.
2020, they're both born in 2020.
Mhm.
And Jameson was born, Jameson is my son. He was born June 4th. Jack was born June 5th. 16 hours apart. During the pandemic. Yeah.
4 doors down.
In the same hospital. We didn't plan this. We both got married about 10 months before that, and then the babies came right after.
Twins.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
My daughter and one of my best friends, the boy. I had my boy and girl in one shot. He had the boy, I had the girl, and they ended up being born 8 days apart. 8 days apart. 8 days apart. Yeah, we were supposed to be like, ended up supposed to be like about a month. They ended like when he was born, she was still in the stomach, and I think they were talking to each other. And she came early too. So it was like next weekend she was ready to go too. She's like, we out, let's go.
Set that calendar reminder.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah. So you got rum. You're gonna have lime juice.
Okay.
You're gonna have and simple syrup. That's it with ice.
Yeah, I like it. Simple drinks. Simple drinks.
So this is going to be your foo-foo frilly, you know, icy strawberry mash and.
That's what I was gonna ask. I thought daiquiris were always blended.
No. But that's the original cocktail of it is not. It's just that those. That's all part of like rum getting a bad rap, right? Because everybody, it's not just for pina coladas. It's not just your vacation drink. Like that's your first reaction to it, right? So it's really like no, it's for like making like complex cocktails. It's a great base for all of that. So
basically, like you already said it. What you're drinking is the base.
Okay.
A daiquiri is a base. You start from here to make your own cocktail
right,
and
and you would add the
additions to it.
flavors and stuff that you're looking for.
But this is the origin. It's just like you were saying with the original old fashioned being a rum drink, not a bourbon drink. The daiquiri started out this way: simple ingredients, simple sugar, the lime, the rum of your choosing, and then you start from there to create your own drink. So this one is going to get paired with the Hawaiian slice, right?
That's right.
So let's cheers. Let's taste it.
Which one is? I think this one.
See how we like it,
Yeah.
and then we'll make our way over to
Yeah, and then this was the last one. Yeah.
So I think this is the first time I try a real daiquiri.
yeah.
So I've only
Yeah, this
had,
would probably be.
Strawberry daiquiri.
yeah, it's just the frozen where it's like
yeah.
I get like a brain freeze or whatever. Salud.
Salute.
Salud.
This is my first time making one.
Ooh, that's interesting.
I like that a lot.
That's gonna be good with the pie.
Absolutely.
It's gonna bring out that pineapple.
Yeah, I was
And a little
just
bit
about
of
to say
hot
that.
honey is gonna.
Hot honey.
That's
See,
great.
from here you can go a ton of places, right? You can do something spicy like add some chili or jalapeno.
Right.
Yep.
The jalapeno tequila. You can do even add like maybe like a passion fruit or something to it.
Yeah, that's how they.
Like a guava, like a guava puree. It doesn't take a lot of ingredients just to completely change the dynamic.
And basically, like the daiquiri is, in essence, basically just like the margarita, right? It's all about the ingredients that you put into it, right? So if you're using just the premix stuff that they make, you get that, the thing that's giving you a headache, right? Because it's the same thing we talk about, like when they're adding sugar, right, to it, adding all the not natural ingredients that go into the corn syrups and all that sort of things. But if you use real good tequila, you use the lime, you use the Quattro, which is just the liqueur, which is the orange liqueur, right? And then I think it's just probably some agave and I'm trying to think of all the original. But anyway, it's the same with this. You know what I mean? If you have a Claudy rum, just some good lime juice. You know, I didn't. Someone will check me that I use real lime juice, but whatever.
That's all the bottle.
That's on the bottle. They're gonna cry me in the comments over that. But I was like, but if we just would cut juice the limes, put that in there with the rum, with the and mix that all together. You're good to go.
I think more people need to try this
Yeah,
because
sure.
because I remember my daiquiris that I know are like the daiquiris you get at like a cruise ship where it's just
Yep.
like you're going to 7-Eleven and getting a Slurpee.
Yep.
Like this is nothing
Yeah.
like
No,
that.
no, this you can
Completely
enjoy.
different. And
Yep. Did you get yours?
the base is good. Love the base, but I like the
David.
potential of it.
Go give it a try.
I said like I knew if I ever like trying to find someone that could shoot for me, like all these years of stuff I did, I was like, look, bro, whoever shoots for me, they gonna eat good. They gonna eat good. It's like I ain't gonna want to eat it. So it's like, look, somebody gonna eat this. So when I do a lot of like stuff that made me realize I didn't want to just do like cooking in front of the camera and stuff. I was like, I need to talk to people. So I was doing a lot of stuff over Zoom. But and like even starting in COVID, we was doing stuff, and it was like people was just pissed because they just called and then they can't eat it, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like so you'd have to cook it with me, like on your side and try to make it, or like be there
Or you're
in
just
person.
left.
Otherwise, you just sitting there watching me eat and cook. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, I wish you could smell this.
You feel
This
nasty.
smells so good. This tastes so good.
smell it.
Oh yeah, for
Try
real.
not to overreact.
That's the part of AI I know I'm not gonna miss out on.
It's a good start of the Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's what it's doing.
Get some blood moving.
That's my first drink in 2 months.
Was it?
Yeah.
He's on a fitness plan to start the year.
Okay.
Eating
Yeah.
clean, no drinking,
And then
no
I know.
carbs.
I had to do it for work though. I got. This is work. I got
it
drink
sounds
for
like you
work.
used to be like, yo, it's a business, it's a tax write-off.
It's a tax
Tax write-off. It's a tax
write-off.
write-off. It's a business expense.
It's work. It's work. I gotta work.
The calories don't count. It's for
Yeah,
business.
yeah. For work, I got tax account. Oh man.
So what you guys do? I'm still waiting for my last.
You ready? Here. Where's your cup?
I think you forgot about me.
No.
no,
We
we
did the
went
last
straight-
one
we
we
did straight
did.
up.
So we
So we
did
straight up.
the last one we did straight.
Before I still
So
drinking.
which one is your? No. We did the last one we did one of each. Like we each tried whichever one you want. Whichever one you want.
Whatever you want.
Here.
You choose. Wait, I'm gonna watch the.
I'll watch that out.
One little pirate.
Yeah, we'll do pirate. Yeah.
Diplomatic go.
How's the fun part?
Been to culinary school.
Yeah.
He's been to
You got the Mexico chapter, yeah.
He went to Colombia. He went to China,
Yeah.
and many years of his life he gave it away for free. Why? Because for you to learn and learn it takes time.
Yeah.
So the experiences he has under his belt, he's very timid and he's very shy. And I said, Sammy, you have to bring it out because it it's not showing off, but it's giving like a life lesson.
Yeah.
When you told me you had that book and you had that, I'm like, wow, it's so amazing, it's so interesting
I'll
because
help you do it.
that's like a life lesson. You know, you have the experience. And he was in Mexico 6-7 months, and he had very good moments and he had very hard moments. Why hard moments? Because he went to travel, he had no money. They promised him this, and then they gave him, sleep here, do this. So he went through a lot. We used to live in Long Island, and he used to go to the city and work 70, 80 hours a week.
Yeah.
And many times he never saw his wife, he didn't see his family, he fell asleep. So I said, he worked very hard for what he knows.
Yeah.
So why didn't you put it on paper? And I know it's hard, but if there's somebody that could, help us, it's so interesting because, there's so much that you can learn. I've heard you speak about this, everything, and I'm like, wow, it's so interesting. You meet such cool people.
Yeah.
But if you have it on a book, it's very good to have because, if you go on vacation, if you're home doing nothing, you have a book.
So
And
the
that's
reason
the
I asked you is because I already see it, right? Like, you know what I mean? Just talking about it, from what the short conversations we had, is we want to do this as like, you want to make this like a coffee table book, right? So that you could, it's going to be like an inch thick. You know what I mean? You're going to have the pictures of whatever you have. I mean, the stories here, like your family pictures. Like, we could definitely, I got you. I got you.
That's
I
even
got
something
you.
like you could make as like maybe a
And then it's
4-pager that's here, that's laminated.
Yeah, I can
just
sit
have
at
it on
the table. Yep, as a big one, and then to get people to order it, and then like I'm telling you, like because even just the everything I'm getting, I'm like, this is how we do this. Like it's always happens. Like once you're with people that are inspirational around you, you get creative to do stuff with them.
Just like what you're mentioning, Clive. Creativity brings creativity,
All
right?
day. We all have the same artwork. We all have the same creative mind. We just have a different canvas and outlet of how we do it.
Look, we started Parva and the laundromat almost 7 years ago. And he comes from the city working, and I said, you have no life, you have no family, you have nothing, because you just been there. I said, I want you to have your job, I want you to have your business, your creativity. So we opened up the laundromat, and then I said, the bakery is gonna be your playground, like the Toys R Us. Go make your little things and have fun. I remember in the beginning, so many times he used to throw away dough.
Perfect.
And I said to him, you want to know something? Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
And look at today. Thank God, it's been a very good business. The same thing with pizza. We love to eat pizza. We're pizza eaters, but we've never had a pizzeria. So it's taking time,
Trial and error.
Yeah, trial and error. So little by little. Look, people accept us, people see us, and look, you guys are here, and I'm very happy you're here because you don't know who we are, and I want always for you to give us, your feedback. If you like it, you don't like it. If the crust is good, it's not good, because it's very important for us to do better.
Yeah, to improve. Always looking for perfection.
Yeah. No, this is good.
Once I saw how deep into the details you would get, and how you deep down on it,
it's how we are with everything too. So it's like,
Let me go get some. I'll be right back.
You guys can also try that.
easy transition to get into this.
yeah, for sure.
So we have these wings here with the moss sauce on them.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
We already got the moss sauce behind the counter.
It's
so-
already up there on display.
So,
Word.
if you see this, ask for it by special request. You'll be able to get some moss sauce.
So, little cheat code here. Got some
Yes.
gloves.
Okay.
So nobody gets their hands dirty or.
Just explain to them explain to them.
Yep.
He's it. Or to do it for the camera though. You do it for the camera.
So these are our jumbo wings. They're baked, not fried. They're brined. They're coated with a little bit of semolina, which gives it a nice crispy crust. And the whole reason of brining them is because we want to get that soft, beautiful texture inside, outside. We want to make sure it's completely seasoned, and then we want it to fall off the bone. So we have some ranch and some blue cheese and some of the pickled daikon carrots, or not daikon, but our first carrots pickled in the daikon seasoning. All right, give it a little try.
And another one of the reasons why we'll never have any problems in the kitchen. He's a drums guy, I'm a flats guy.
So there's a fight.
There's no fight.
No fighting over wing.
There's no wing
We
controversy.
go to wing night. We split easily. It's very easy, so it's not a problem. Oh yeah.
So how's that crack sauce, man? The reason why I keep saying crack sauce, it's a funny story. There's a famous pastry chef called Christina Tosi, and she has a bakery called Milk Bar, and she has a few of them. And she has a pie. It's called the crack pie. Why? Because it's something that's so delicious. It's a brown butter pie. It's like caramel. It's so delicious that you just keep going back to it, and you're like, well, it's not a flavor where it's like it's cherry or chocolate or this or that. It's got a whole spectrum of flavors. So what she call it, crack pie. You just keep going back.
That's
to it.
amazing.
Yeah, you guys have to try it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Sauce is working.
Oh yeah. You tell me. This is the
In the kitchen, the rest of me is like, what is that sauce? Is that something new coming out? I'm like, all your words.
I like that.
I like the texture with the semolina. That's a new thing to me.
That texture holds the sauce.
But the texture,
It's as if it was fried without being
right,
fried.
without being fried, yeah. And then, like you said, the juiciness,
It's perfect.
the juiciness and with the brine, like that's the thing about chicken. Like if you brine it, it's gonna get down to the bone, and it just, oh man.
This is pulled right off the bone.
Yeah.
The chicken on its own, super juicy, very moist, nice and tender. Comes apart the bones. You don't have to yank on the bone to separate the wing.
Comes off nice and clean from that bone.
Yeah.
But the way that sauce goes with it, this is like a great, this would be a great everyday
That sauce is
great
great.
option. It's a barbecue, but it's
That's
also a barbecue
really good.
alternative.
Wow. Very, very nice. Oh man. Alright, the pickled carrots though. Like again, this is why details are important, right? Because I feel like when you get the plate of wings, like we eat wings all the time, right? So when you get the plate of wings, you get your celery, you get your carrots. Half the time this carrot and celery get thrown away. But if you put some flavor and some love into that,
Casita sauce.
that's really good. That's like, wow.
So the fatty sauce from the from the ranch or the blue cheese, you get that pickle.
That
It's
pickle,
sweet,
it's just
that
sweet
vinegar
too.
that just cuts
Like,
through.
like this is its own dish in itself. Like this, I dip it in the blue cheese.
The best thing out of all this is that you guys were already full.
I know.
This is like a little like dessert.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like there's I'm telling you, like with the carrots are a star in of itself. Like I said, like we talked about the crust
Too tender to
and the
split.
carrots, the things that people throw away. You guys are made to be part of the dish, to be a star of the dish. So that even the stuff that you better leave with an empty plate. That's what they're trying to say. You better leave with an empty plate.
No man left behind.
And Wednesdays are $1 wings. So you come over here, you got a plate of 6 jumbo wings.
Don't tell
With your
us.
sauce, with your carrots,
they're gonna-
$6.
Don't tell us that. They're gonna end up changing that deal real quick.
I'll come down with these balls and these nuts.
But we definitely have to use it with the moss barbecue. That's
Yo, that sauce is great, man.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Use it till you're all out.
I want to
Yeah.
lavish some meat on that thing.
Yeah. As I said, that's
so many balls.
They didn't catch it.
I don't know.
He was just agreeing with it. He was like, yeah.
Tell him about the new smoker you have. This guy's been smoking all week.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the last
That's
2
what we got
weeks.
the smoker. But hold on.
I wake
before
up,
you
I
get to that-
smoke. I go to sleep, I smoke. I'm smoking meats all day long. I actually have I'm smoking all day long. I have a pastrami. I'm not even lying. I got a 15-pound brisket that I have finishing at Parva. Look, this is what I was working on last night.
Yeah.
This was
This
my
is
Valentine's.
I was like, we are.
Valentine's.
Oh my God.
So if you guys are
I had
hungry, we
turkey.
can head there.
I had
Oh my
turkey,
God.
pastrami,
This is-
and I'm doing
this
a
is
dry age.
dangerous,
This
'cause
is
this
right
is-
off my
we are
apartment.
all the
Look,
same.
Sirloin that I'm dry aging, the pastrami, yeah, and the turkey, yeah.
I told you he was smoking. He was smoking.
Yeah, man, I'm smoking all
Yeah.
Sirloin at the top.
That's what it looks like raw. Look at the wood. I have the wood on the bottom, soaked wood.
Yo, these carrots
Those
though.
pickled carrots are good.
I'm doing that off of my apartment. Right over
really?
the, yeah.
That's so sick.
Look, this is what it looked like right before. So that's the turkey and that's the pastrami. So I did a 7-day brine
brine?
with pastrami. And then I pulled the pastrami and I let it dry out so I could do a peppercorn crust.
Yeah.
And in that same brine, I grind a turkey breast. So the turkey is pastrami
Pastrami
brine.
brine.
Yes.
Yo, and when you get that, it's gonna taste like ham. When you
Yeah.
smoke that turkey, it's gonna. Oh
Should have
man,
that pinkness of the ham.
bro, these carrots with. Oh,
Good
man,
stuff, man.
Oh man, it can make like a.
And we didn't even pair
Yo, oh wait, stop. This is what
Have to
happens.
pair with-
All right, look, I'm gonna just do this. Look, so we're gonna do like a turkey pastrami banh mi, right? So take so
Celery.
on with
Is
with
that
this
cilantro
with
with
this,
the carrots.
with your baguette, slice the thing on that.
Yeah.
Put a little bit of the sauce on it.
Wow.
Done deal.
Moss sauce.
Pastrami, smoked turkey,
pickled
pickled
carrots.
carrots with some of the cilantro and the sauce on there.
We gotta do a little collab.
right. What is it?
We gotta do a
Tenderism.
collab with
Tenderism.
So we go and do like a nice little catering at like Gearheads or at Brett's shop, and we do something with the sauce. And
I had them come down and set up a table and cater for it. Because
I did like a whole brunch menu. Like I did shroom. I did the mushrooms and grits. I think
Mushrooms good.
mushrooms and grits. Yeah, so I use like oyster mushrooms.
oh, the king oysters.
Yeah, and then I cut them up, and then like the oyster, and then I chop them up, and then put them in like a red sauce. That's like a bit of like jerk and
like tomato
tikka
paste?
masala, like a tikka
okay.
masala
What's your
and
background
jerk sauce.
completely again?
I'm Cuban and black.
Oh, okay.
But-
Okay.
Well, so then I and then do that on top of like a basically it's like
polenta.
cornmeal grits, right? You know what I mean? And I do that with a coconut in there, right? To get it's they're like spicy, and then like that's the
Refreshing,
savory.
yeah.
Yeah. Then I did
I read the full minute. That was
Yeah.
probably like 5 years ago.
yeah, it was a while ago that I did this, but I did it was we
Like
did
the
a
same
couple
way I've
different
had you
things.
guys come in to do fire events. if he's free and available, I'll have him come in.
Yeah, we could collab on that whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It adds
We'll
just
make the
different
bread.
element to the meetup.
Yeah, that'll add a different, definitely different fun thing too, so we can figure that out.
We'll do some like personal little baguettes. So you can do like nice little like demi baguettes with like
Oh yeah.
crispy edges.
This yeah, just oh
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
We'll call it the DNR McRib.
yo, do that with the yes.
I mean that the Saber McRib. We'll,
Yo.
we'll figure out the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
That's cool, man. A lot of cool stuff in the mix.
Sami,
Yeah,
tell him a little bit about Joey. Remember, I was telling him about Joey that he came maybe like 2 months ago. The guy that came in and he brought like an ingredient from all these places, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
made like a whole
So
collab.
he's like a full-on, he's like a videographer. I don't know who he works for or what he does, but he does that as a profession. And on the side, he called it his passion project. He started this in Astoria, where he goes to like, let's say maybe 4 or 5 different spots, and then he interviews like the owners, and then he talks a little bit about their background, and then he talks about their ingredients and what they prepare and how they do it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
And then from each location, he picks up one ingredient, and at the end, he makes a sandwich with it. It's called the Sandwich Club. So he did that in Astoria, and then recently he did it here in Jackson Heights. So in Jackson Heights, he used our sourdough bread, and we gave him some beautiful loaves. And then from Sewa Sewa, he grabbed some beans and he made like a bean puree. And then he went to an Indian market and he grabbed some samosas and like some chicken tikka, and he used that as like the protein base. And then he went to like a Bangladeshi place, and then he grabbed another
Chutney or something.
yeah, and he made this beautiful sandwich. So like throughout the whole like episode, it's like a 30-minute episode or like 20-minute episode. He goes, he interviews the owners, he talks about the kitchen, you know, what their story is. Everybody's got a story. And at the end, it finishes in his apartment, and he's like talking about what he's making, and it's pretty much like a recipe. Like he's explaining, oh, I do a little bit of this, and then I do it this way, and then he finishes it off with the sandwich, and he gives people to try it. So it was really cool.
Yo, that was very,
You
very
get,
cool.
you get the
Very
history of the
That's
ingredients
cool. Yeah.
Sandwich Club.
in real time.
And you can source it though from multiple ways, so people can almost do like a like when they do like a bar crawl.
Yeah.
And so you could go around and get all the parts and
Yeah.
pieces, and
It's
then
a
you could go
farm to
make
table, but
it.
it's like,
Yeah,
you
you could
know,
go neighborhood to table type of thing. Like I get this from this, I go this to this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ingredients together.
And the thing is, like, it's cool that these are like new concepts to us, but like that's kind of like how life used to be,
Yep.
right? Like
Yep.
you would go get
To the
this. The
farmer's
butcher was
market.
over here. I go get what I need over there. The baker, I go over there. I go get this. I go this from the produce guy. I get this from this. Or this guy, the milkman delivers the cheese, the whatever.
Mhm.
It's just we in a different time, so it's like a new thing to us.
Yep.
Yeah, even though it
So
really
they
is.
say history repeats itself. right?
Exactly, it's all simple. Yeah, exactly.
If you're paying attention, it's just expressed cool.
The way that he like brings people in and then talks to them, and just like the whole like videography that he does, it's super cool, man.
Very cool stuff.
Yeah, he does this professionally, but then he brings it as like a hobby aspect where it's just like, whoa, like where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You get to
Yeah,
see the
I gotta
passion
see
that
that
way. Yeah,
It's
that's
so cool
like-
work.
Yeah, I'll check that shit out. That sounds cool.
I asked the wife if what she wants me to bring home.
You can't go home without
Instead of selecting something, she just says, "Yes, please."
So
What would you like?
Like,
Yes.
I got the menu
The
here.
whole
Like,
menu,
I'm
that's what
formulating
she
what
wants.
I'm ordering.
What
Yeah.
would you like? Everything.
What I want, yes, that's what I want. Don't ask stupid questions.
I want carbonara. My kid loves. You have like a barbecue chicken slice.
We have barbecue chicken with pickled red onions. We have buffalo
Yeah.
chicken.
So I'll bring
we
that
have
home
from
for
farm.
my daughter.
Motor City,
Heroes.
what I'm talking about.
Motor City's good. Yeah.
Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling?
Well, listen, very, very cool stuff, man. You guys coming and doing all this, very, very cool stuff. Very, very cool, man.
Thank you
I
for having
hope,
us.
I hope we can get everyone.
And always
on board.
thank you for thinking about us because it really means a lot. I know there's many places and many people, but you guys think about us, like it really means a lot.
Showing that love makes
Yep.
this hard work worth it. So a lot of
But, and I
times,
think that's we feel the same way. Is like we know the type like because I used to do, like in addition to just like I would say I architecture background, run a construction company, but like I did food events, catering, all this sort of stuff in the city before I moved to New Jersey and before COVID, and we would host dinner parties, we catered brunches, events, different things, and I'm like, I know the love and the thing you gotta do
time.
for the time that it takes, the energy that it takes
it's
to
his-
make all this happen.
It's his day off today, and he says, "Wow, today's my day off." and he's happy here, but he had to work in the morning and part. He's like, because thank God now for Valentine's, we're very, very busy. So he had to come in today. He's like, wow. And I said, listen, it's our business. He's not complaining.
This is your baby.
But
This
you
is
know
your
what it is.
baby.
But sometimes you have to put in that hard work. But at the end, you see the results.
Right.
Like we'll doing all this. It's cool. You don't see the results now. You see it a little bit later on. But it's
Bro,
like,
yeah.
wow. It's like the same thing with the first time that we met. I remember seeing you in that convertible. It's like, who the hell is that guy? I was like, and he's always in that car. I will never forget. But I never thought nothing bad. I was like, that Jag and his convertible. And then look, and then now you hear, hanging out with the boys and doing all this. And then when you invited us to Stories, I mean, wasn't here. I went with my other friend. Like, wow, I was like, yo, that was cool. You invited us over. You know what I mean? So you start clicking, and I think it's good. It's good.
I was gonna say,
And everything is
your
positive.
day job, right?
Hmm?
So even you've got this, but
Yep.
still have the
Yeah,
day
my
job.
day job. Yep.
So it's like, you give a lot of credit to Sammy, but it still rings true for you. He still has his day job, but still pursues the passion project.
And you have to. You
That's
also
what we all have in common. That's the foldover. He's got his day job, but still has the passion project.
I'm an aircraft technician for my regular job.
Oh wow.
Aircraft
Yeah. I work on planes. Yeah, I'm an aircraft mechanic.
So aircraft
Private,
mechanic,
or do you work for like a?
So I used to do private a couple months ago, but now I'm a contractor. So we work with, so I'll do Egypt Air, WestJet, Frontier Airlines, and like a couple other carriers and stuff. So yeah,
So when
That's
you talk about these
Yeah.
events and all the different careers and professions that everybody has,
Yeah,
you
everybody-
literally do
it's
everything.
everything.
That's
with the-
wild.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, he's cool. And then I saw like on the board, and he's like, oh, the car rides and this ride. And I'm like, Sammy, let's go to that. He was with me, and we went to her. So when we went to the first ride, it was so cold. It was like everybody was like in their car. It was amazing. Yeah, it was cool.
But you didn't get that interaction
Yeah.
outside.
I know it was
And
raining
then-
a lot too.
And it was raining a lot. And then after that, the next ride, I think it was like a day trip or something. I met this guy. I'm like, oh, interesting. Okay. I met that guy. Oh, interesting. So I went back to Brett. I'm like, yo, that guy's a cool guy. And he's like, Dave, these are very cool guys. So it like dawned on me, I'm like, yo, this guy's the mechanic, this guy's this guy's that, this guy's this. So it was like, wow, it's like it's interesting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, I met you, I'm like, why,
And it's a good group
My
too,
heart-
because
it's
like
good, man.
I feel like where it overlaps is everybody has the same mentality of like one hand washes the other. Like everybody wants to help the other. Like it's like if
Nobody's
I know,
aggressive or like.
yeah, like everybody like wants to help. So it's like if I know who needs graphics, I'm like, yo, I'm sending some new. Like if somebody needs videos, whatever. Like everybody knows
Yep.
like to send somebody to like that person just kind of keeps it all in house, like a little village, little
Yeah,
community.
absolutely.
Which
And
that's
that
the point.
community will continue to
Which I feel like we
thrive.
kind of lost that as, not to be too philosophical, but like I feel like the internet and shit kind of like we lost community a lot, but I feel like our group
Yeah.
kind of like bringing it back in a cool way where everybody's just kind of like, this is what it's all about.
This is
Like, that's
our
what's important.
attempt to do that.
Yeah.
This is to bridge the gap, to make communication interpersonal again.
Yeah.
To actually feel, to touch, and say, hey, what are you doing?
It's like
Let's meet up.
it's like in the last run that we had. I mean, no, like not the last one, the one before. That guy with the SQL, the Polish guy.
Yeah, David.
We were right behind him the whole time. And then
Oh,
the
the
car-
SQ5, yeah.
Yeah, and then it started like all this smoke. Like, what the hell? So we pulled over, and we were there like cold. And he was all relaxed. He takes out his camera, look at this, and I'm like, I'm analyzing this guy the way he thinks. Like, yo, this guy is pretty crazy. And he's like, yeah, I'm the mechanic. I changed this, I changed that. I'm like, yo, this guy's crazy. Wow. And then after that, he came to Parvo. One day, I'm like, hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing?
You look way.
Yeah, and then we were talking, and so it's you meet cool dudes, you know what I mean? And it's,
Yeah.
And he has his own thing, and he lives in Maspeth, like his own like world.
Like a carpenter, I think, right?
And then last week, you know who came? The guy with the C6. This guy, I'm so bad with names.
Oh,
the guy
Rafa.
with Rafa,
With the Corvette.
the C6.
The white Corvette? Yeah.
I was leaving. It was like 5 in the. I think I know this guy. I'm very good at with faces.
Faces, man, yeah.
But like names, I'm not that good. So if you come here and I see like 6 months or a year later, I'm like, yo, I'll see this guy somewhere. And I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? He's like, hey. He's like, yo, I was working. I had like 2 hours off. I came to see you guys. Thanks. So, we would talk with. So it was cool, man. It was good, man. It was good stuff.
Like I said, I came with my wife. You just happened to be at Parvo. We were just going to JFK, but I was like, I know a good spot we can go before we go to the airport. We sat there, we eating. You just happened to pop up. We had our food. We were out. If you know that your friends have a business or they're doing
You're
something,
gonna help
Yeah.
each other out.
you're gonna go somewhere else anyway. So you might as well support.
Yeah, definitely.
Build those relationships, build those friendships.
We know it's good too. Like that's the thing. We all have good taste, right? So it's like that's what I mean. So it's like when you know people got good taste, it's just like, all right, I know I'm gonna like if you're gonna go out, I know I'm gonna enjoy the experience, right? So versus I'm gonna go here. It's okay. It's alright. But I like no. These people know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. Yep. I already.
You know what you
I already
make
got
your
what I'm
selection.
ordering. Yeah, I'm gonna go put my order in. Yep. I know I got stuff to take for that.
Look, so do you guys want me to pack this or something, or no? What do you guys want me to do?
Take the rest to go.
Yeah, I don't think we liked it. It does both.
Because-
The both the clean.